cork has to come out. So we can get to the candy end. That's the one that was well, it's the end that has the candy in it. The white stuff, candy. Don't take the one out of the other end because the queen can walk out. While that probably won't bother her with these, she might go up there in that pine tree somewhere. So you don't want to do that. You want to have the candy in now. Nice green dotted queen, 2014 or whatever this year is. Okay, I'm going to center her a little bit back of the middle. Huh?
That won't fall down.
Hanger on it.
Oh, you take it off?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's on the opposite end from the candy.
Oh, is it?
It means you have to hang the candy down, and I don't like doing that.
Yeah, I do.
Well, okay, so then you have a hanger. I don't. But that one had a hanger, because I left it on. Because that's the top part. It doesn't make any difference what you do with the hanger. Yeah, because I forgot to get on the cork. Right.
So just eat through the cork.
Yeah. Again, very full sugar water can. They didn't eat much on the trip. Again, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're just going to knock them right over the top of the queen. I do shake pretty hard. How? That wasn't nice.
So you have to shake him hard, huh?
I do shake a little bit hard. Because I don't like to leave a lot of bees in there. You didn't give me a sugar water bucket for this one either, did you? How can I tell people how to do sugar water? Okay, well give me a bucket. Give me an empty bucket. Hey. I don't want to be up there. You're a drone. I know you are. I don't have an empty box either. In an emergency, make things work.
He'll show you how to do it. Remember, I don't know how to do that one.
Big bucket?
I can see it over you.
Right. Now we'll get in front of you.
Okay, this hive is different. Because this is brand new. Never had bees in it. Wood's not swollen. We can do things differently. Hang on to that. I'm going to use that. Metal is sharp, by the way. Ow. There we go.
If she was a beagle, it wouldn't matter. She'd be a cross.
My beagle was out of mine more than it was in.
Was that a live pipe? I just took that on.
Well, we'll see you later, Rick. Have a good time.
This time I'm going to use the wood up there so that I don't get stuff out of there. It's squished. Okay, again, we check our queen. She's alive and well. She's got a little green dot on her. We take off our little tab because we don't like it. We remember to take the cork out again. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
And they won't. In a mix and whatnot.
Again, I prefer the candy end up. I was trained that way. All our bees years ago came with multiple attendants inside the cages. So if an attendant died in there and you had the candy end down, it fell on the candy, which meant the bees coming in to get the queen out had to dismember that bee and haul it out. So I prefer the candy end up. You know that? Now, again, 10 frames, pretty tight fit. Use the hive tool.
Chew away out of it.
The fit down in there just perfect.
They will chew away.
A little tight, but with the hive tool working, frying this way, you can spread them far enough apart to get that in there. You don't have to take that extra frame out.
So the queen will eventually come out of there?
They will chew through that candy and she'll walk right out. Just like she owns the place. No, they do it. She's not. She's just another queen. And we do it again. One thing I forgot to tell you about is don't look over the top when you're doing this. Kind of stand back and look. It doesn't, been there, done that. First hive bee scared me half to death.
Got 3 pounds?
That's a little more than 3 pounds, I think.
Looks like that.
That was a pretty heavy bunch of bees. That was a good package. Again, shake them pretty hard. Now, what you gonna do about these back here, David? They're your problem. Oh, we got a tail. Oh, we got a box, okay? Probably if I don't step on those. Now we got our handy dandy smoker. As it warms up, the bees will be less reluctant, or more reluctant to go down in. A little smoke.
Really?
Pretty soon they're all crawling down in pretty well. Nice little slow swirling motion as you lower it down. Push the bees on the edges out of the way. Don't squash any. And you'll be good to go. Your feeder pail at that moment in time should be solid full of syrup, really almost to the top. You turn it upside down over here. Let it stop dripping. You turn it immediately on the hive, you're going to lose 20 tablespoons of syrup all over the bees. Feeder pail on. Again, you know, be nice to the bees. By the way, box is on. Outer cover on. Nappy. You're all good.
You can do that with brand new frames. You don't have to have used frames to put in there. It's got foam on it.
No. Do it with brand new frames. They'll draw them out. As soon as he gets sugar syrup on there, they'll start drawing comb. Right now, they're not going to do anything. There's no syrup in there. That hive down there that I just did, that I put the syrup can on, at least they got some syrup sitting there. They're going to do whatever with that the rest of today.
You don't need to put a drawn frame in there?
Nope, not at all.
Does it help if you do?
Yes. Usually if I have any drawn comb in my house at all,
you, you
I direct
too.
release my queen, which I'm not gonna do here. I direct release her, because she can go to work today. If I turn her loose, and she walks right down and she'll start laying eggs within an hour if
It
there's drawn
does,
comb in there.
it certainly does.
There's no drawn comb in there.
If I could put 2 frames in each one of them in our house,
Yep,
good idea, right?
yep, but turn your queens loose.
And that's all I can say.
Don't even, just,
The way you do that is you take that staple on the end, you pull it off. Get off my, and you keep your finger on top of the screen.
Yeah.
Stand over here next to this guy. and then put that queen cage right down on top of the box. And then open it. And then she'll crawl down in. I could do one here, I think. You told me there's one here that I can do.
what's the sugar mix?
1 to 1.
No, but if you've got it,
2 to 1's okay. 1 to 1's fine.
you can start doing it.
Whatever you want to do.
She can get her stuff.